Welcome to the More Joy, Less Stress series for sensitive souls, where I'm sharing with you the Bach Flower Remedies to help you optimize your emotional energy and enjoy your life. Today, we're looking at the remedy Chicory. It's Mother's Day, so this is one that connects to that sort of motherly love, and in its normal state, motherly love is unconditional, it's generous, it's joyful. Chicory can be useful when that love becomes a little bit overbearing. Usually when someone is in a negative chicory state, there is an unfillable need for attention and connection. And no matter how much they connect with their loved one, whether it's a child or a sibling, that love cannot be satiated. And so oftentimes people will become overbearing, they will become needy, they may overcorrect people that they love because they really have a desire and a need to be needed. So this is kind of the mom who is always there, even if their child doesn't want them to be. Yet she's doing it from a place of love, but also from a place of need. There's an underlying fear of losing that person. So placing themselves even more into that person's life tends to give a false sense of security for them. And so when we look at how chicory can be helpful, it is with allowing that person to let their loved one go, to trust that they're going to be safe, that they are still loved, and for them to be able to give their love unconditionally without strings attached and really grow the relationship between whoever it is that they love. I've actually used this for parents as well as children. So I'll give you a couple of examples. One example with parents is when their child is going through a transition. It could be starting preschool. It could be getting married to someone. So anytime there's a transition where their child is moving into a different stage, there could be a fear that they may lose that loved one. And so chicory can be helpful from that space so they're not suffering so much, wondering how they're going to fit into their new life, if they're still going to be needed and wanted and loved. Another way it's useful is for children who may be extra clingy or needy when they are starting a transition. So it could be preschool, it could be weaning from breastfeeding, it could be starting a new school. Those can create feelings of attachment, and sometimes the attachment can be more of a clingy, unhealthy attachment. And that's why chicory can be so helpful, is in letting that child be released of that emotional stress so that they can go out and experience steps of freedom along their own journey, realizing that they're still connected to mom or whoever it is in their life that they fear they're going to lose. I've actually used it for myself when I was weaning my son, and he was about 2 years old, and that was really a hard moment for me because he was my second one and my last child. And even though I wasn't overbearing, there was still those feelings within me of wanting to stay connected to him, but knowing that in order for him to grow up and be healthy, it was time for him to be weaned. And so that's my personal example. I've used it for my kids as well when they're feeling a little bit insecure about taking a step and when they're getting extra clingy and needing attention. It can also be helpful for parents who are older, who are realizing that they feel disconnected from someone that they love, especially a child. If the child is in a marriage and they have lives of their own, there could be that need to be more present in their adult child's life. And sometimes, that can be expressed in ways that don't exactly land well for their adult child. And so if you're experiencing feelings like that, where you're wanting to connect, you're feeling underappreciated by your child, Chicory could be helpful for you. So that is Chicory in a nutshell. Once again, these are basic indications that I'm sharing with you. If you want something more detailed and tailored to you, look at the link below to see how you can connect with me for a free consultation one-on-one. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.